up in there, and so she's just doing a job getting her together and celebrating our implementation. And so we want to take this time to just appreciate you all for being here and all of our people that are online. We have like 61 people online. So we have a great opportunity just to express to you our appreciation for the hard work that you do for Chugach. We know that we've been going through some changes, but Chugach is here for the long term. And without each of your hard work and dedication, we wouldn't be where we're at. And our future is bright. And it's because of you that we can stand up here and say this. And we have so many exciting things happening for our communities and our shareholders. We've got our open enrollment coming about. We have our village in the city and our land exchange, and our companies are moving forward in a way that we have to reflect the people that we represent. Our Chugach people in our region are precious to us, and we have to always keep that on our forefront. So I want to just thank you and just say, this time of the year is a really important religious holiday for a lot of our communities with Easter. And so I just appreciate the fact that springtime is time of new beginnings and forgiveness and new thoughts about how we can move forward together as a group, as our representing our wonderful Chugach Alaska Corporation. So thank you all again for your time, and we get to recognize the hard work of each individual that is going to be talked about today. And our kicking it off is our wonderful Gwen Welch with CCH, and she'll be recognized. She's going to take about an hour,
45 minutes.
Okay.
So we're actually going to start with a quick safety moment with Kevin Morrow.
I'll be brief. Shall we begin? Thank you very much for the introduction and for everyone for being here today. And thank you to the students for making safety paramount by starting our board meetings with it. I want to talk about scope creep. So let's go ahead and advance and just define what is scope creep. When we're doing a job, the job begins to expand beyond the original plan, usually through small incremental unapproved changes. And those changes happen without the evaluation of time. From a safety perspective, we think about the risk to people and property. These changes can often need to be introduced new or increased hazards that may go undetected as scope creep happens. So I want to talk a little bit about that as we move forward. And so just a few causes of scope creep. We've got, what can cause this? Lack of a clear scope or definition, pressure to be helpful or just want to get the job done. And I know that our customer service spirit and intent to do well can sometimes drive that. We may not have a formal change process, and also underestimating the work or associated hazards with that work before we get started would be a problem. I want to present to you a project from my life that the customer was very, very satisfied with the end product, but it was scope creep was significant. Next slide, please. There's my customer. Page 5. That is a hand-built custom cardboard and printer paper and lots of printer ink, like including costume. I would say that the end vision was very thorough, but the planning and the strategic execution, not so thorough. Next. I would just say now that it was so well constructed that this picture, 14 years later, with my now 6-year-old, this picture was taken last week. I want to talk about the potency of hydrocarbons. That's what's in put that thing together and has made it last in my garage all those many years. Footnote to later about how important costumes are to my family. Now, where the scope creep came in, I had an idea, I was happy. The paint, I know how spray paint works. I got in my garage, had the doors open, I'm ready to go. Let's take the next slide. Many, many hours later, many more than expected, turns out I needed more paint than I realized to achieve my vision. And that paint took longer to dry. And in my well-ventilated garage in Alaska in October, I did not have the environmental conditions needed to dry my paint. Lacking sleep and having all these little incremental changes build up, I made a poor decision and closed my garage doors. So I'm gonna continue to paint. I was careful with my time, and I'm embarrassed to say this was a long time ago in my life. I've learned from this. I'm being vulnerable with you now to share it. Nonetheless, we did get the job done. I may have lost my sense of smell temporarily. But it's something that stuck with me for a long time. But this occurred because there was so next slide, if you would please. I asked myself, like, what causes scope creep for me? Costumes are important in my time of life. And so the need to get the job done kind of at all costs continued to drive, even after I realized scope creep was occurring. We're moving into summer. Your personal projects are going to roll out. We are always working for our customer, and our customer sometimes surprises us with needs, right? And it's critical that we pause and ask the right questions and prepare ourselves well. And with enough time and resources, we can get the job done well. And last slide, I just want to say thank you all for being of service. This is my child's, the little one you saw in the first picture. This is him in a giant 12-foot tall costume that won the Costume Award here in Chugash a couple years ago. That's him with his little brother. Thank you very much. That's my safety.
Thank you, Kevin. And Gwen, we are ready for you, my dear.
All of that. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. So I just have one person at CCH that is getting an award, and that's Kirby Robertson. Kirby, are you online?
I'm here. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone.
There's Kirby joining remotely. Kirby is our Director of Compliance. He's in Alabama, but he started with CGH in April of 2015. He started at CGS as the Director of Government Compliance. He and I actually shared a wall. We were right next door to each other for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, I think. Kirby then moved to BD. He also moved back down to Alabama. And then went back to finance for just a little bit before coming to CCH. He came over to CCH in February, and it has been wonderful having Kirby on the CCH team. He's a lot of laughter for us. He's shown us his big cats, Cheetos, and things like that as we have meetings online. Herbie is the proud parent of 4. He's an avid golfer, and he is a college football enthusiast. And so I'm supposed to say, roll Tide, not go Dogs. Is what I think.
It's the last time you'll be acknowledged.
So, Herbie, I don't know if you can see me, but you will be getting a plaque sent to us, or you will get that to you shortly. So thank you, Herbie, for all that you do for CGH. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
That's a long run. Next up, we have our lovely Miss Sherry.
Okay, so we have a couple of individuals to recognize today, and giving a 5-year award to our wonderful Brian Knapp and Michael Shepard, who work out of our DC area, and they represent us on the Hill. Brian Knapp is Director of Government Relations. He started in February of 2020 for CGS. And then he took the job of Director of Government Relations in 2021. He's had an interesting career in government relations and lived and traveled around the world. Outside of work, he enjoys contributing to his local community through longtime involvement with scouting and park. He has a lovely wife, Mary, and his son, David, is currently going to Oxford and is on the rowing team. I don't know, Brian, are you online? He may be up on the Hill and miss this, but Brian is a dynamo. And I just have to share one little thing that he has this very interesting way of just going on the Hill and dealing with the whole process of getting bills done and getting our issues in front of Congress. And he took me to the Pentagon. And if you've ever seen the Pentagon, it's a remarkable building. But he worked there for 18 years, and we walked in and he was showing me the where we had to go, and he was running into people that he knew, and it was just to me, it was an amazing opportunity to have visibility into a world that many of us never get to really see, and how our military and our government is run through the Department of Defense and the Pentagon. So I just wanted to share that we're very lucky to have Brian leading our group there, and just going to Michael. Michael started with CAC in June of 2019 as a Barney Uhart intern. And in 21, he accepted the government relations associate position with CAC. He's an avid golfer and enjoys traveling with his wife, Gemma. For their honeymoon last year, they enjoyed a cross-country road trip before taking flight to enjoy some relaxation in Hawaii. So we're with Michael and the team that have come together with Ian and Brian back in DC. If you haven't had a chance to meet him, they're both just wonderful employees for GDASH. So let's give them a big hand. 5 minutes. Okay. And the next person that I get to talk about is Randy. And if you don't know Randy, Randy is an amazing woman who is the director of our marketing and communications. And she's actually up in our boardroom right now shooting a video for our open enrollment. And is she standing out there? Make her come in here. Yay! So Randy, I am so honored to give this to you. You are special. Not only because you are always just have that beautiful smile and you're who you are, but your talent for being able to write and our business plans, our annual report, all of the things that you are able to represent for CHDASH is a remarkable gift, and we're very thankful for you. And so 15 years of dedication.
Yeah, sorry. I just have to say that right now. I actually didn't realize I could your marketing. I did you guys during different stints in my career. But I always say back to you guys during my seconds. I like home. I truly love working for Chugash. I actually met my husband here, so truly a family company for me. And like
Yay! Say a lot more stuff about Randy, but if you haven't had a chance to talk to her, she's got a really interesting family, and we appreciate her. So our last person that we're going to recognize is getting a 20-year award, and she's not here because she's worked mostly. You want to gather white this a little bit here? She's online. Oh, okay. Sandy, can you come online? Just turn your mic on for quick and you'll pop up to the top of, or just say hi.
Hi, Sherry.
Sandy is getting an award and appreciation for her 20 years of service. She started with CGS in March of 2005. In 2022, she accepted the Director of Risk Management position at CAC. She loves her dog, Frenchie. She is about 20 hours away from her Pilates trainer certification. Yay, she goes in. And she has a green thumb. She can identify almost any plant. Well, let's give Sandy a big hand and thank her for this one.
Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, everybody. It's time flies when you're having fun, right? Hard to believe it's been 20 years.
We appreciate you, Sandy. Thank you. Okay, and I think that is, I'm good.
Yes, thank you, Carrie. Right, Miss Virginia.
Great. Well, I think that means I'm up next. For those of you who haven't met me in person yet, I'm Virginia Robinson. I'm our Chief Legal Officer and our interim president here at CGS. It's an honor for me as somebody who's just starting her career here at Chugash to just see the breadth and depth of experience and knowledge on our workforce. And I'm just so honored to
thank our employees that have been with us for a long time for their incredible service to our country and our company. I'm starting off with the 5-year awards, and I apologize for any names I don't pronounce very well. Hopefully I'll know all of you personally by the next time we do this, and I'll make sure that I get them all right. But we have a number of 5-year awards. We have Adrian Bagayas, who's a proposal manager. We appreciate Adrian's commitment to jump in and tackle any proposal, regardless of difficulty or business line. He's a team player and always works to support all team members working on the proposals that he manages. And he's a very valued team member for us. We have Brandon Fenza, who is an estimator for us. Brandon is a trusted go-to in the pricing department and consistently sets the standard as a model employee. And then I think we have a few people who are here in person. Let's see, Eric Johansson. Do we have Eric? Yeah, that's what I thought. Eric, do you want to come up and get your award? Eric is our procurement specialist. He's often one of the first to lend a hand when new team members come on board, helps get them oriented and make sure they feel at ease. He's been that for me as well. His familiarity with STEMS has been a helpful resource during procurement program transitions. And most importantly, he always takes the opportunity to provide training to buyers at our job corps centers, letting them know that we are just a team call away. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
We've got a member of my legal and compliance team, Lori. Is she here? Okay, so Lori must be on the phone with the SBA protecting us, making sure that all of our registrations are in good shape. So we appreciate her. She has a very kind spirit and an unwavering commitment to the 8A program, which is very important to our company's success. It's a key component of everything that we do. And Lori wanted us all to know that she's a proud Trekkie. She's been a fan of Star Trek since she first discovered the iconic series, and her favorite character is, of course, the logical and legendary Spock. So I'm sorry that she wasn't able to come up, and I will say live long and prosper. Lori, thank you for your career with us. And next up is Mallory Valentine, AP Tech. Is Mallory here? Okay, yeah, I know a lot of our AP team is working really, really hard on some deadlines today. So I appreciate them and working through some of these employee recognition events. But Mallory has been a reliable part of our AP team for the past 5 years, managing vendor payments, reconciliations, and ensuring accuracy and compliance. Her efforts to streamline workflows have made a lasting impact, and her dedication continues to be a valuable asset to the organization. Born and raised in Alaska, Mallory was a competitive figure skater and equestrian, which makes me feel very lazy. She lives with her husband, Sean, their son, Parker, who is a varsity soccer player, and 2 rescue dogs. And outside of work, she enjoys summers at the cabin in Kenai, camping, razor rides, which I had to ask Mike Yacobucci what that was this morning, and escaping to warm, snorkel-friendly destinations in winter, especially Via Case, Puerto Rico. So anyway, thank you to all of our 5-year recognition.
Hello, everyone. For those of you that haven't met me yet, I'm Mike Yacobucci. I'm Chief Growth Officer for CGS. I did this last year. I didn't know anyone. I had to read directly from the script. This year I know some work for me and my organization. What I am going to do, I don't want to put any of the supervisors on the spot, but I would encourage you, as your employees are presented here today, if you want to say a thing about them, I appreciate it. First one up is Callista. Callista Powell's Senior Business Systems Analyst. Callista's exceptional communication and collaboration skills set a high standard across the team. Her leadership on Dayforce project has showcased her ability to navigate complex challenges with precision, professionalism, and determination, keeping the project on track, inspiring those around her. Her contributions over the past decade have deeply enriched our organization. We're all looking forward to Dayforce's implementation.
So Callista's DS employees also skills. Calista working in finance, probably most work in DS. One of the CGS employees that left us and came back home, and we knew that she was going to be available. We jumped into sophistication. We had a spot for her, and she actually back. Really excited about what she's doing.
And I'm not sure if Callista's online or not. If you are, Callista, please jump in and say hello. If not, next is Gail Clay, Risk and Claims Analyst, who works in Alexa's organization. Gail has been a dedicated risk and claims analyst since 2015, consistently bringing expertise and commitment to her role. Outside the office, she enjoys beachside relaxation, which I think everyone does, visiting her daughter here and cruising the seas with her husband, which sounds really terrific for me. You want to say anything?
Yeah, it was fabulous. Last years. I'm hoping to see you in Florida soon, Gail.
Yeah, I don't know if she's online.
I'm here. I will look forward to see you soon.
Thank you, Gail. Next is Maria. Maria, are you here? Maria Anastasio, one of our account payable techs, works for Taylor and Accounts Payable. For the past 10 years, Maria has been a dedicated and skilled member of our team. She brings accuracy, efficiency, and positive, focused attitude to every task and is truly a valued team member. I'm sure she's seen some of my expense reports and pulling her hair out. We're proud to celebrate her 10-year milestone and appreciate all she contributes. Outside of work, Maria enjoys quiet time with family, crocheting, cooking, and watching drama series with mellow music in the background. In the summer, you'll find her camping or out fishing. Thank you, Maria. Next is Michael. Michael O'Connor, Senior Subcontract Specialist. And when I was putting this together, the folks in internal communications helped with this, which I appreciate. But I wanted to kind of like figure out who their supervisors were. And in this particular case, it took a little bit of digging as we were looking for Michael, whose supervisor is Pam Winston, whose supervisor is Terry Tramp, whose supervisor is Dave Janelle. So if any of you are online or here, I welcome you to contribute to this. I will say that although his name is Michael, he goes by Ryan. He began his journey with CGS 10 years ago in business development, later joining the West Sound Boss Project as subcontract specialist and eventually becoming a key member of the corporate procurement team. So he's helped the business in several areas. Ryan plays a vital role in managing construction subcontracting needs. So I'm sure Bill or Rod could probably contribute to this. A former Marine, hoorah. Ryan is passionate about music and sports. He's also a proud husband and father of 3 with kids ranging from 3 to 8. So I'm sure he's busy at home as well. Thank you, Michael, Ryan, for your 10 years. Next up, one of the folks on my team, Naomi Olstead. Hopefully she's online. She works for DAG. She also directly supports Claire's business on the education side. On behalf of the entire team, congratulations to Naomi on her work anniversary. Her dedication, adaptability, and perseverance have made a meaningful impact over the years. We're truly thankful for her contributions and look forward to all she will continue to accomplish. Here's to a milestone and many more ahead. And I will say that Naomi is helping us reshape the education business. We're staying focused on the 2 that we have, the 2 contracts that are performing on, but we're also asking her to move into training and simulation business. So she's working with some dynamic teammates now to make that happen.
Thanks so much, everybody. It's been a fast 10 years.
Thanks, Naomi.
She was the center director of Rockford Center at that time, and it was the top performing center. So she really did great work there with a challenging group of kids. So, and then she became, she worked with McGee as well. She has the most wonderful sense of
Thank you. Next up is Rebecca Newberry. Technically listed as proposal writer, but if you know Rebecca, she covers a wide swath of terrain in our organization. She's been with Tugosh for 10 years, bringing enthusiasm and expertise to every proposal she supports. She goes above and beyond by attending conferences, business expos, and pursuing professional development on her own time. She's a valued and integral member of the team, deeply appreciated for all she does. She works almost directly through Mark's organization, but she does cover down a lot of the interest for Tugosh. She's a mean golfer, and I hope to beat her next time I'm participating in that golf tournament with Mark's team. Thank you, Rebecca. Next is Vanessa Hinkle. Are you here, Vanessa? Vanessa is coming up. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm here.
Thanks, Vanessa. Vanessa's coming up on 10 years with Tugosh. She's also accounts payable reviewer. I'm sure she's seen some of my expense reports. She started as an NAP tech and has worked her way to a reviewer role through hard work and dedication. She's a valued member of the team, well liked by everyone she works with. And outside of work, Vanessa enjoys all things Alaska, hiking, hunting, fishing. Her favorite meal is anything her husband cooks. He's the best. Next to the 15 years. First up is Brianne Napier. Brianne, are you here? Okay, thank you. Would you like to come up? No? I'm pushing that. She's a true asset to the GLT. She's always willing to lend a hand and consistently goes above and beyond to make sure things get done. Her proactive approach and dedication really stand out and have a positive impact on the team's dynamic. Great work. Thank you. Next up is Harold. He's what I would refer to as a former Zoomy, as a Air Force veteran. He works within Bob's organization in BOSS. Harold, his expertise has led to his current role as ops manager. He supported a number of BOSS programs and several subsidiary presidents during his time here at Chugach. Outside of work, Harold stays active and brings a youthful, professional energy to everything he does. And before I turn it over to Harold, Bob, would you like to say anything more about Harold? I saw that you were online.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. You know, we really couldn't have achieved what we have over my past 9 months, or what I shared with the board my first 9 dog years, without Harold's expertise in breaking apart public work statements. He currently is our lead ops manager down at Cosmic, and he is down there with the team. I don't think he's ever coming home, but we couldn't be where we're at right now without his professionalism and helping us grow the Cosmic organization. So Harold, best to you in your next 10 years, wherever you may land. And thanks for what you're doing for us today. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Harold. And last but not least, within the 15-year recipients is Margaret Holderman, sourcing specialist, works in my pricing team with Rex. Maggie is not only a wonderful person, but also an outstanding employee. She consistently goes above and beyond everything that she does, approaching each task with dedication, positive attitude, and unwavering reliability. Her contributions make her an invaluable part of our team, and it's truly a pleasure to work with her. On a personal note, we're all completely smitten with her adorable twin baby girls, and they've definitely stolen our hearts. Congratulations, Margaret. Hello.
And now we're on to our 20 years of service awards, our 20-year VIPs. First up is Kevin Terry, PNL lead. Kevin has been with Chugach since 2004, holding various roles in San Diego. He's proud to be part of a company with a unique mission and culture. He's led over 500 million in revenue across 50 plus projects, managing teams of 250 plus across 4 states. Outside of work, he enjoys traveling, family time, volunteering, and jokes about being a pastry chef and NASCAR driver. Kevin is a true asset to the team and an incredibly strong leader. We're really looking forward to next week. He's hosting our board, helping show some of the important work that we do so that our board directors all understand, what it looks like in the day-to-day of some of our operations. And we're really grateful to him for putting together a great look at our team for our board members, and looking forward to spending time with him next week. Kevin was one of the first people I met at the company, and having that kind of depth of knowledge to help inform me about what they do and how they do it has been really important. He's been incredibly supportive and helpful for me learning about our company. So Kevin, I don't know if you're on.
Yeah, thank you very much, Virginia. I appreciate it.
Bob, did you want to say anything about Kevin?
Oh, there's not enough time to talk about Kevin. What just a phenomenal individual, first and foremost, but also, unless somebody won another contract this morning, the most recent contract awardee to the Marine Corps and Navy yesterday. So congrats to Kevin for the continued great work and supporting the greater BOSS team. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Bob.
Up is Crystal Caliver, HR generalist. Chris has been a dedicated member of the HR team since 2004. progressing from site HR manager to her current role in proposal and transition support, which is a really, really key function in the organization. Her attention to detail, her strong communication, and her relentless work ethic make her an invaluable asset. She consistently gives 110%, contributing not only to her role, but to the success of the entire HR team and CGS as a whole. Alexa, did you want to say anything?
I echo everything you said. I don't know what we would do without her with our startup.
Yeah, she's been dug in helping with the cosmic phase in, and then now working. She probably, I don't know, Chris, did you pull yourself away from cosmic long enough to dial in for this call? All right. Well, we thank Chris for being so busy that she probably couldn't even join us today. She's really working hard for us, and we appreciate all of her service to the company. Next up is Mark Miller, P&L lead. I want to just say before I talk about Mark, like how extraordinary it is that we're talking about, you know, today, 2 different P&L leads who have been with the company for 20 plus years. And I think that really goes to the stability and knowledge and quality of our operations. And I love that we have people running our company that have such a deep understanding of who we are and what our mission is. So moving on to talk specifically about Mark. Mark is a really committed leader. He is devoted to Team Chugach. He is, you know, the heart and soul of the tech services group running that organization, and he really loves his team. He leads selflessly by example. He's always focused on advancing the organization, the division, and the people he supports. His mentorship has been deeply impactful for the people on his team. He places full trust in them, holding them accountable, but never expecting more than he demands of himself. And he champions their achievements and creates space for them to thrive, and empowers others to grow as leaders by offering support, encouraging professional development, and creating a safe space to learn from mistakes. His guidance builds confidence and fosters a strong solution-focused mindset. I also really appreciate Mark is very plain spoken, and I really appreciate that. He tells me all the things I need to know about, and I really value his guidance and history and knowledge of our organization. So Mark, I don't know, are you on? Can we say thank you? All right, no Mark today, I guess, but thank you, Mark, for your 20 years of service. Next up is Philip DeMarco, Tech Operations Manager. From day one, Phil has been a steady and trusted force at Chugach. His knowledge of operations and finance runs deep. He's the one who can make sense of the most complex budget and still take the time to ask how your weekend was. But beyond the numbers, he's a family man, a mentor, and somebody who's always focused on growth. He's played a key role in shaping pricing strategies, leading proposals, and helping the organization evolve. And just as importantly, he consistently takes the time to share his knowledge, teaching, guiding, and lifting up the next generation of leaders here at Chugach. So Phil, thank you for your dedication, your wisdom, and your heart. You make this place better every single day, says your team. I don't know, Phil, are you on? All right, well, thank you, Phil, for your service. We really appreciate it. And last of the 20-year service awards, we have Terry Tramp in Subcontracts and Procurement Director. Terry brings a wealth of expertise and leadership to CGS. Following his retirement from the U.S. Air Force as a contracting officer, he seamlessly transitioned into supporting program launches, shaping procurement policies, and mentoring the next generation of CGS professionals. For over 20 years, Terry has been instrumental in the growth and evolution of our procurement operations. A true professional embodiment of the Chugach spirit, Terry's impact is felt across the organization. Outside of work, he's a passionate numismatist and classic car enthusiast, always boldly venturing into new territory, one rare find at a time. And I just want to point out that Elizabeth gave me the word numismatist to say and not Mike Akabushi. So, I'm going to add her to the list of people we're never recognized. But anyway, Terry, are you on? Thank you. All right.
Hello, Terry's on, but
I'm on.
Oh, David, you're on. Do you want to say a few words?
yeah, and then I'll let Terry speak since he's on as well.
Yes. Thank you very much, Virginia. I see everybody sitting there. Connie, Sherry, Beretta, and Michael, I appreciate it. Seems like yesterday I was being interviewed by Connie Bear and Millicent Carr, and then sitting around the round table with Connie Bear, Angie Astle, Gwen Welch, and Peggy Brewer, to name a few. Seems like yesterday. I appreciate it. Thank you.
David, did you want to say anything before we wrap up? I think David's present. All right, well, thank you to all of our 20-year award winners. And now we have our final award from CGS for the day, which is 25 years of service, which is just absolutely amazing. Catherine Andrews, Payroll Compliance Analyst. Kathy is a valued asset to the Chugach team, known for her expertise in troubleshooting technical issues and mastering e-time configurations. She's the go-to wizard when challenges arise. Outside of work, she enjoys attending football games and recently checked off a bucket list trip to Oktoberfest in Germany. I think I would like hanging out with Kathy. Whenever she visits Anchorage and stop at Moose's Tooth is always top of her list. Catherine, are you on?
She's on PTO.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so.
She's logging on. Oh, she's logging on.
They're talking about you.
Maybe she can't hear.
Maybe she can. Kathy, are you able to hear us?
We love her. Congratulations.
Thank you so much to our entire team.
Thank you.
And everybody
Is there anybody-
else.
Yes. Anybody else we missed? Okay, well, thank you all for doing that. Sometimes it's just nice to know who you're sitting next to if you don't. And again, we appreciate you all, and for all the awardees, we appreciate all your years of service, and get back to work. There's cake out there if you'd like some.
Yeah, before we go, we've got some fun stuff going on tomorrow. Join us in the morning for Kevin's safety presentation and an egg hunt. Grab some cake and some pizza on the way out, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yay, good job, Lily.
Thank you, Sherry.
Sorry to dismiss them before you were ready.
It's okay.
Thanks again for putting that together. That was so nice. Really appreciate it.
So happy you got to experience.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have missed it.
Thank you so much for all your help.